Hey everyone, welcome to another installment of Harry Potter Theory. Today we're going to be discussing a few of the casting decisions for the upcoming Harry Potter HBO series, specifically the casting decisions for the roles of Dumbledore, Snape and McGonagall, starting with the one that seems to be so controversial, Severus Snape. When you think of Snape, you think of Alan Rickman. These two are one and the same, entirely synonymous. Snape, the brooding potions master of Hogwarts, is one of the most layered and enigmatic characters in the Harry Potter saga, and recasting him for the reboot is certainly a tall order. However, according to a few different news sources, the word on the street is that Paapa Essiedu, known for his critically acclaimed performances in I May Destroy You and The Lazarus Project, has been selected for the role. Essiedu is a renowned British actor of Ghanaian origin. His acting career began with stand-up performances at the Royal Shakespeare Company, where he portrayed the title roles in Hamlet and King Lear, and his recent work spans films such as Murder on the Orient Express and Men, along with television appearances in Gangs of London and the Black Mirror episode Demon 79. Now, let's not ignore the obvious. Essiedu's casting marks a significant departure from the physical portrayal of Snape seen in the films, where Alan Rickman's appearance closely matched the character's description in the books. Snape is described as tall and thin, with long, greasy, jet-black hair framing his pale, almost ghostly complexion, and his most striking features include his hooked nose and cold, penetrating black eyes. And since word spread that Essiedu was cast in the role, there have been some mixed reactions from fans. Let's pause things for a sec and take a look at the facts. Now, I've seen Essiedu in a number of programs, and he's a great actor that I'm sure is capable of a full range of acting roles. But with that said, the entire goal of the Harry Potter reboot was to tell the full Harry Potter story and create a book-accurate adaptation, this is key here, that fills things in where the films fell short. Creating a book-accurate adaptation was the whole point, and Essiedu is not a good casting in that sense. In my opinion, Snape's physical description is pretty integral to his whole character. It fits his personality. He's a bit of a mess, conventionally unattractive, greasy jet-black hair, pale complexion, and Essiedu doesn't fit any of these descriptors. He's a good-looking guy that couldn't look further than what book-accurate Snape is actually supposed to look like. He doesn't have long, greasy black hair, yellow teeth, pale skin, a hooked nose, or any of the physical traits that embody Snape. The only accurate aspect of his character is that Essiedu is roughly the right age. I've seen some argue that the physical characteristics of Snape are not well represented in the books, but I completely disagree with this. And if you need further clarification on what Snape is supposed to look like, then look no further than the original Snape illustrations from both Rowling and Mary Grand-Pré. If writers said we're reinterpreting the series, I wouldn't see an issue with all of this, but to claim that they are creating a faithful adaptation and then blatantly disregard this with their casting decisions feels unusual. There are a few silver linings to this. First of all, Essiedu is a good actor, and once everyone gets over the fact that he's a departure from the original Snape, everyone will enjoy the show. The second is that a completely different Snape could be a better choice than trying to cast someone who will inevitably fail in filling the shoes of Alan Rickman. Like I said earlier, Snape and Rickman are one and the same, and casting someone similar who isn't Rickman might just feel like a rip-off from Wish. Rather than introducing a watered-down version of what came before, casting someone younger, edgier, or with a completely different energy could be the right play. However, all of that said, I still wish they kept their promise and kept things book faithful like they said they would. Dumbledore. It looks like the rumors have finally been put to rest about casting Dumbledore, as they found their new headmaster in American actor John Lithgow. In an interview with Screen Rant, Lithgow officially confirmed that he's been cast as the Hogwarts headmaster in HBO's Harry Potter TV show. Though the actor, who is 79, doesn't spill any details about the series, he does admit that the decision to accept was challenging because of the immense time commitment at this stage of his career. Well, it came as a total surprise to me. I just got the phone call up at the Sundance Film Festival for yet another film, and it was not an easy decision because it's going to define me for the last chapter of my life, I'm afraid. But I'm very excited. Some wonderful people are turning their attention back to Harry Potter. That's why it's been such a hard decision. I'll be about 87 years old at the wrap party, but I've said yes. My first thought here is that casting John Lithgow breaks one of the biggest rules established in the film franchise, that the cast must be exclusively British, Irish, or Scottish. This was a rule strictly enforced by J.K. Rowling herself during the production of the original films. She was adamant that the Harry Potter universe should feel authentically British, with its characters and locations firmly rooted in the cultural and historical landscape of the UK. Breaking that tradition with an American actor, particularly for a character as iconic and central as Dumbledore, feels like quite a bold move. That said, John Lithgow is no ordinary American actor. His extensive resume showcases his ability to embody diverse and complex characters, including British ones. His Emmy-winning portrayal of Winston Churchill in The Crown was widely praised for its nuance and authenticity, proving he can master the subtleties of a British demeanour. He's also got the right physical presence, the right type of voice, and apparently an excellent British accent. I am curious to see how Lithgow approaches the role. However, I will be keeping a watchful eye, as breaking one of the cardinal rules of the films by casting an American feels like just the first step on a slippery slope of other creative liberties that undermine the authenticity and charm that made the original films so beloved. One thing is for sure, the casting team are certainly keeping things interesting. McGonagall. The last rumour circulating relates to the casting of none other than Minerva McGonagall. As far as I can tell, this one hasn't been officially confirmed yet, but if there are other rumours or anything to go by, this is likely who they have chosen. And it looks like it might be Oscar and Emmy-nominated actress Janet McTeer who ends up getting the role. McTeer is just a couple years younger than the late Maggie Smith was when she was first cast as McGonagall over 2 decades ago. And while she may have some enormous shoes to fill, she certainly has the credentials to pull it off. Janet, now 63, is a British actress best known for her critically acclaimed performance as Mary Jo Walker in Tumbleweeds, a role that earned her an Oscar nomination. She's also widely recognised for playing the sharp and calculating attorney Helen Pierce in the hit Netflix series Ozark. Beyond that, McTeer has built a long and impressive career across stage and screen, with major roles in Wuthering Heights, the Divergent series, Damages, Jessica Jones, The Menu, and more. Her ability to command a scene with a quiet intensity could be perfect for capturing the essence of McGonagall. If McTeer really has been cast, I think she's a strong choice. McGonagall is one of the most beloved characters in the series, and with the right writing and direction, McTeer could give us a fresh, yet faithful interpretation that honours both the character and the legacy behind her. The only question is, can she pull off the Scottish accent? As time progresses, we'll likely get confirmation on even more casting decisions, but that's it for now. Also worth mentioning is that it has been confirmed that the first season of the show will have an 8-hour runtime, adding an additional 5.5 hours to the 2.5-hour runtime of the original film. I expect that it will consist of 8 one-hour-long episodes. We have 8 hours to tell the first book, the pair revealed, so we can dig into the real depths and crevices and how the language of magic can evolve. Given that the first book is around 350 pages, depending on the edition, this should be more than enough time to capture the essence of the first book. Anyway, that's it for today's video. What do you guys think of the casting decisions? Let me know down in the comment section below. Until next time, remember, it does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live